Your thoughts?
What? What? Who? Nice.
Get on over here. 9:09 on this Thursday morning, the 9th day of January. How y'all doing today? CJ Nasello, it's our daily show right here on RiverBender.com, Roku TV, anywhere and everywhere you get this show. Thanks for hanging out with me. We got a great show for all of you today. We'll discuss that in a couple of minutes, but I'm late, so let's dive right into top of the hour news. We'll take you to Granite City first. We broke you this news yesterday. Chris Rhodes was on the scene. The Granite City Fire Department did tackle a structure fire on East 24th Street on January the 8th, and they faced harsh conditions due to cold temperatures and recent heavy snowfall. Firefighters arrived to find flames and smoke billowing from the second floor of the residence and worked swiftly to bring the situation under control. Thankfully, all occupants were able to escape the home without injury. The cause of the fire currently under investigation. Also in the news this morning, 4 individuals have been indicted by a federal grand jury for their alleged involvement in the armed robbery of a Brinks truck that took place on December the 5th. Among those charged is Lee O. Griffin Jr., who faces multiple counts, including conspiracy and arson. Co-defendants Antonio T. Harris and Patrick D. Johnson are accused of using firearms to rob Brinks employees servicing an ATM, while Tanisha M. Davis allegedly set fire to the getaway vehicle. Authorities emphasize the importance of law enforcement collaboration, ensuring public safety and prosecuting violent crimes. Madison County State's Attorney Tom Hain announced that a 16-year-old from Columbia, Missouri has been detained on juvenile charges related to the alleged possession of a handgun. The juvenile faces a delinquency petition that includes armed violence, possession of cannabis with intent to deliver, unlawful possession of a weapon by a delinquent minor, and resisting a peace officer. The charges indicate that the juvenile had a 9mm handgun and between 30 to 500 grams of cannabis when attempting to flee from police. On January the 2nd, the investigation was conducted by the Alton Police Department. Also in the news today, Congresswoman Budzinski, along with local officials and activists, will visit the former Dow Chemical Company site in Venice. They aim to emphasize the urgent need for compensation due to health impacts from decades of radiation exposure. From the late 1950s to the early 1960s, the factory processed uranium and thorium for the nuclear weapons program, resulting in a 1,400-acre radioactive dumping ground. Despite these dangers, the area has not qualified for assistance under the Radiation Exposure Compensation Act. Representative Budzinski is determined to push for reauthorization and funding to support these affected residents. And finally, in the news this morning, we will have more for you in the 10 o'clock hour news. The Godfrey Village Board swiftly passed an ordinance banning the sale and possession of kratom following a public comment from Craig Katz, the owner of CBD Kratom, who sought to open a location in the village. Katz argued for more time to present scientific evidence supporting kratom's use, particularly for pain relief and opiate addiction management. Despite his claims and its legality and self-regulation, concerns were raised regarding the lack of regulation compared to cannabis. The ordinance, implemented under suspension of rules, states that kratom poses health risks and justifies the ban and imposing fines for these violations. And that's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend. We'll take a very quick look at your weather. So far today, it is 6 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 10 this morning. Areas of ice, fog this morning, mostly sunny and chilly. Tonight, cloudy with a bit of snow toward dawn. And tomorrow morning, we could expect a couple inches of snow. Air quality today is moderate at 70. Temperatures will reach 30 degrees today, and they'll drop down to 25 overnight, so that's going to feel like 40 for all of us. Coming up on Friday morning, it will be 33 degrees and snow in the area during your travel periods of the morning. Chilly with snow at times. It will accumulate to around 2 inches of snow. Slippery conditions may lead to, again, those travel disruptions. And Friday night, we'll have a couple of evening snow flurries. Otherwise, it will be clear to partly cloudy. On Saturday and Sunday, partly sunny skies, highs in the mid-30s, lows in the low 20s, and on Monday, very cold yet again, a high of only 24 and a low of 7 degrees. That's a look at what's happening in the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now, my friends. It's 6 degrees on this 9th day of January. It feels like 10. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545, or just go to RiverBender.com/weather. That time and temperature line, powered by Tom Lane. He's your local State Farm agent. Before we take a quick break, let's take a little bit of a look at downtown Alton. We'll come back with Villa Rose right after this one.
Baby, everything is alright. I'm tight, out of sight. Baby, everything is alright. I'm tight, out of sight. I'm a poor man's son from across the railroad track. Only shirt I own is
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Nothing yet. Baby, you just ain't nothing yet. Here's something that you're never gonna forget. Baby, you just ain't nothing yet. Nothing yet, you ain't been around.
No notes today, though. Just so we don't hot mic anybody, 9:18, little bit of change on this 9th day of January. It's a very cold Thursday. Hey, it's 13 degrees though now. Whoa. You know, is that something to celebrate?
Is that a heat wave?
Yeah, that it will be this weekend, mid to high 30s. So get ready to go out to the beach this weekend and have some fun. So Brady, the last time you were in a different place, but now you found yourself at Villa Rose 4 months to the day. How are you feeling about it?
I'm very happy, very happy. I was very fortunate to end up at Villa Rose, and I've enjoyed it very much.
Well, and honestly, and Cindy, being the executive director there, Villa Rose has definitely become a staple in the community. You know, one of those places where when we think of places to take our older adults, our loved ones in life, that's one of the names that pops up. And,
sure.
With that, how is it representing a company that does have, such a staple kind of status when it comes to looking at places to go to that older point of our lives?
Well, I was going to say Villa Rose is very unique in the community. So we're going to be celebrating 40 years this year. And so obviously way ahead of its time, right? So, being an independent living community is very unique. Mm-hmm. So we have still a lot of people who are very independent and can come and go, but they live there a long time, So as time goes on, there are some supportive services. If they do need those, they can hire the home care agency there to help them. But I was going to say family owned. I think that's one of the beautiful things about the place is that family built it 40 years ago. They still own it today. I believe we are the only Riverbend community that is still family owned.
Well, and let's talk about that because there's a big difference when it comes to being family owned to that corporation, especially when we come to healthcare. And, I'm one of those people doing the talk show for the years now is you learn a little bit about a lot. And that's one of the topics that comes in because, I don't want to say that the corporations do it the wrong way because they don't.
Right.
But it just seems like for some it becomes that number status and you don't have that kind of personalized family care that truly only a family-run operation could give somebody.
Exactly. So one of the beautiful things is that we can keep our costs down because we are not supporting a corporate office. So we do get some people that come in and they look at some of our rates that are much more reasonable, and they're like, "How can you do that?"
Does it surprise? But that's an interesting point, though. Does that make them kind of raise almost like is this legit or not?
It does.
Because just
yes, it does because there's quite a bit of difference in cost. It does absolutely, and I have to explain to them that. The goal was to be in affordable housing 40 years ago and for seniors, and that is still the goal today. So we're not supporting a corporate office. We're not sending 25, 30% right off the top to a corporate office to support that office, which makes our rates much more affordable, which is one reason why, occupancy is great. And we have, we do have a couple of apartments here or there, but for the most part, we stay pretty full. And that's a great thing.
It is unique, and it's a wonderful little community and very welcoming, very friendly. And really that's where when people hear that, the rates, they might, like you said, might raise a question. But then we say, come for a tour. Come for a tour because it does sell itself. It really does. The people are friendly. I've gone on tours and I walked right through before bingo was going to start one day, and I had a lady stand up and give a testimonial to the people I was touring. So they're the people that live there.
Incredible.
The people that live there love it, and.
Well, and Brady, that's a good point. And especially, with this snow that we got the last couple of days, to me, even though, obviously everyone's situations are different, I would much rather have my, older adult, in a place like in a independent or assisted living because at least that there's people there around. It's not going to be, waited on hand and foot every 2 seconds, but knowing, hey, if something happens, if there's a prescription issue or if any of the X, Y, and Z that came up for every Riverbend family the last 4 days with getting prescriptions from Walgreens or running to make sure that cars were turned on and you name it, well, just a lot of that kind of stress can go away knowing that your loved one's in a safe space.
Absolutely. And we had kitchen staff that actually stayed so that we would make sure, right? So we have, a guest apartment and we had kitchen staff stay and some of our home care aides stayed to make sure someone is there and that they can, take care of them if they need it. And that's a great thing. We have really committed staff members.
Well, and, take me through, you've been at Villa Rose for 6 years now, correct?
Almost 6 years, almost,
and
yes.
Were you at other places prior to that?
So I've worked with seniors my entire life, but home care. So I ran a home care agency in Springfield.
So take me through how that home care background kind of ties into this Villa Rose mentality of this family, owned practice, because that background alone would put you in a different position, I would feel, than other executive directors.
Sure, absolutely. So I was going to say, I think maybe I totally understand the independent side, but then having some supportive services available and what that looks like, right? So we want to promote their independence, right? Once you stop moving, then you lose it, unfortunately. And so that's something that we really encourage. We want them to stay independent. So if you need a little help, you can get it. So I do feel like, because I had that home care background, it really helped me understand the true vision of trying to keep independent, but still be able to have somebody there to support them. And so Villa Rose really focuses on renting the apartments, cleaning the rooms, delivering great meals, and then we let the home care agency focus on all of the hands-on personal care. It's kind of a great combination. And then people don't have to pay for it if they don't need it. So you're not
That's
going.
really cool.
It is. You're not going in and paying for things that you don't need. You only pay for it if you need it. People live there a long time. 8 to 10 years is kind of our average.
Whoa.
And so, they live there a long time.
And while we keep the rates down, it is staffed with the home care
24/7. Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
No wonder you're happy over there, Brady. Well, I was going to put you in the hot seat and go 4 months to the day, but it honestly seems like just there's a lot of passion on every spoke of the Villa Rose wheel. And, for you, Brady, especially in your position, because it's hard to get the word out and it's hard to do, marketing just in general, talking just, nuts and bolts here, when you don't have a passionate staff or you don't have a motivated base to work with. And it seems like you got this here.
Yeah, I do. And I will say, since COVID, I used to market in rural senior centers, and they suffered a lot as a result of COVID. A lot of people did, but I know a community not too far from here, north of here, that the senior center, ever since COVID, they don't have congregate meals anymore. They don't gather. And I did Meals on Wheels, but they wouldn't come in. So it was kind of like it's tough. But I do think, and I'm going to be getting out to senior centers here and stuff. I'm kind of doing levels of marketing, or
really cool
waves or phases of marketing. But it is a great place, and it just fits so perfect with me, and I'm still doing what I love to do, and that's so it all fit.
Really cool. Well, another great opportunity for all of you to get a taste of what Villa Rose has to offer is coming up on January the 23rd. This is going to be great. Tips for staying healthy and preventing falls. However, I got to ask, the elephant in the room is right here on this flyer. Dr. Harms is going to be teaching us about not falling. This is amazing. Honestly, out of all the names, Dr. Harm working on us here is absolutely amazing.
As I've been out,
marketing. It is to get him. We agree.
It's amazing.
We agree.
We didn't get him on our first try, by the way, or maybe even a second, but we did get him.
Yeah. I was going to say he has... He's been a Villa Rose supporter for many years. We've been very blessed. So during COVID, he actually came in and seen residents in-house.
No kidding?
Absolutely. Wow. He brought his office staff in. They would come in once a month and they would see residents right there. So we've helped him with a lot of his patients. And yes, we were very excited that he agreed to come and do a presentation for us. And so,
this is a really big one. And especially right now. No better time to talk about this when we're going to see snow until February just from this initial snowfall. That doesn't mean what else another storm system could bring, but there's all this black ice, and even our homes, if one of those rugs gets a little bit wet on linoleum, it slips with us, and all those things that we just don't think about that could lead to some life-changing and life-altering or sometimes life-ending scenarios.
Absolutely.
And with this, what better time? Now in this hour, what are we going to learn?
Well, we've actually just kind of given it to him to talk about tips that he's going to give them. But I do, falls is the number one. It is the number one issue for seniors because, like you said, one fall can change your life immediately. Yeah. And so I was going to say, we have some ideas on what we think to prevent falls, but I think hearing from him and clinically probably what he sees and what he suggests, even just, with the snow and the ice, just going out to get your mail.
Yeah.
Mail is a big deal to seniors, right? They look for the mail to come, right? And it's like just walking out to get your mail could could cause an issue. And
being in Bethalto the last few days, the seniors, it's hard to keep them in. Some of them are going to get out, and they just probably need to stay home. They really probably need to stay home, but you're not going to be able to do that. They're going to want to get out, and they do get out. And I've seen them, and it's like, that one fall can just you just hope nothing happens, but it's better to stay home in weather like this.
Well, and that's something too where, even if the son or daughter calls them and says, hey, you guys really shouldn't be doing that. How many times is the parent going to be listening to the son or daughter? I mean, you guys know this better than I do.
They don't. They're stubborn. They're going to do it anyway.
Well, how many times we really listen to our parents,
Exactly.
in that, reverse role. But to have someone like Dr. Harms coming in, I mean, this is a third party. This isn't, this is an outsider technically looking in, not in the family circle. And it's a great way to really inform maybe some of those go-getters that maybe take a breath and just hang out for another couple hours.
Right. We can all say the same thing, and it go in one ear and out the other, right?
Right.
But he says it, and it's golden.
Our response has been very good.
Already?
Very good.
Yeah.
We still have some spots, but not many. I think it is because it's Dr. Harms. I think half the people that have called, he's their doctor. So
that's incredible. That's actually incredible. And now, when did you guys announce this?
Oh, it was
probably early December.
Well, that's really good.
Early December, but it wasn't really out to everywhere until a couple weeks later. But
that's what I'm saying, because it felt like only a few weeks. That's
we
pretty
really
darn
just
good.
started promoting it probably mid-December
So are seniors going to be having an opportunity to ask Dr. Harms any questions and all that?
At the very end, he will do a Q&A, so he will absolutely take questions from the audience.
And just me, is there going to be, do you think, a discussion on maybe accessories for cane tips or what type of shoes and all that? Because that's something I always kind of worry, because I don't know when I go and buy shoes for grandma or whatever, try to because you want to. It's is that really going to be what's best for her mobility?
So I think that he's probably going to talk a lot about moving.
Okay, I get you.
Walking,
totally.
things like that.
I get you.
So when it comes to adaptive equipment, my experience is going to say it's very specific. So, depending upon what the mobility issue is, and that's really where a physical therapist really is the best person to kind of give some of those. I mean, yes, we have some adaptive equipment that we're going to recommend, toilet risers, things like that to help people. But when it comes to very specific equipment, really getting a physical therapist to kind of help them decide what is the best. And a lot of times, and we have some great ones that come in Villa Rose, a lot of times they can even bring stuff for them to try to make sure it's good for them and it's going to work for them before they recommend they purchase something. So, yes, I do think, though, that he will talk about being prepared. I think that's a big thing with preventing falls, is making sure, you have someone that can bring you stuff so you don't get out, making sure that, you have someone that's going to clear off your driveway and your sidewalks so you're not trying to get out when it's, so some of those things, I think, just to make sure. Also making sure, in your bathroom when you're getting out of the shower, you have grab bars and not the suction type that's going to come off of the walls. It's something like some of those things. I mean, that's really what I think he's probably going to talk about, is more being prepared, being proactive instead of reactive, right?
Yeah.
So just putting some of those things in place so that a lot of falls happen getting out of the shower, and making sure you have a grab bar that's accessible.
And how much is the presentation?
It's absolutely free.
Oh.
I've done these for several years, and seniors just, there's not a lot for them to do. I've always felt it's very important to give them a place they could go. So a lot of things I've done over the years have been free presentations,
wonderful
lunch and learns, and so I'm just continuing that at Villa Rose. But it is absolutely free. There's going to be a free meal, free information, and a lot of people really do, like to hear a doctor speak.
They do. Well, and too, because how many times do we all have that question? And it's you don't want to call the office and bother, and then all of a sudden it becomes this big mountainous thing, and you don't need it to be, and it's just kind of a passing thought half the time.
Absolutely.
With that being said, lunch is going to be provided.
Yeah.
by your staff?
Yes. So the Villa Rose
Are they
Kitchen,
good cooks?
They are wonderful cooks.
Very good.
Absolutely. I was going to say that is one of the things that when we do tours, we really pride ourselves. We have actual cooks that make homemade soups, and
That's wonderful.
It is absolutely fantastic food. So yes, and because it's going to be cold, probably we'll be doing some soups and some warm comfort food.
So you're getting a free presentation from a really good doctor.
Right.
You're getting free lunch, and you're getting an opportunity to hang out with the Villa Rose folks. This is pretty darn good business right here, guys.
Thank you.
Now, there is some details on this. RSVP into you, Brady, by the 16th?
Yes, by the 16th.
And that number is 618-377-3239. That's 618-377-3239. You got a week to RSVP. Spots are filling up quick. And then Villa Rose is at 401 South Moreland Road in Bethalto. Now, with that being said, we got some podcasters in the studio, too. Tell me about what you guys are doing.
I'll let Cindy talk.
Okay. All right,
Cindy, you're in the hot seat.
I was going to say, Brady and I are big talkers.
No.
Right, Brady? So it actually started kind of as a little joke about us doing a podcast. And so we have a podcast called The Senior Moment. And we basically are talking about all kinds of topics around caring for seniors and just trying to give, I think in our industry, we feel like a lot of families come in and they have, like, something has happened and they have no idea what to do.
Yeah.
And we've worked in the senior industry so long and have worked with so many different aspects of senior industry. So we'll have guests in that come in and talk about kind of their specialty, just to give families some resources, or senior, to give them some resources that are available in our community and some topics that they may encounter someday, and then they'll have some tools. So that was our goal. We started a few months ago. We're on, I don't know, podcast 7 or 8.
7, I think.
Yeah.
There you go.
We do number 7 tomorrow. We're going to have someone in from JCHL Wellness Center to talk about staying healthy
Senior
and moving,
fitness.
Senior fitness. And so yeah, that's our goal, is just to educate people and to give them some tools to use.
How do we find it?
Oh, you can find it on any place that you listen to your podcast.
Good.
So it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio. It's on all of them. So you can find Rumble. It's all on all of them.
And it really is good information. It really is, seasonal.
Correct.
We try to keep it relevant, and it is good information.
Yes.
Well, I just enjoy every time you, Brady, you come on the show. And now, Cindy, I'm going to be excited every time you come on the show.
you.
Welcome onto the program.
Hopefully we'll be back
You should
to
be.
talk about in July our big 40th anniversary. So
I
that's
think that'd be a good,
Wonderful
good
to
idea.
do.
Yeah.
We got
very excited.
Are you guys doing an outdoor thing out there? Or?
Oh, we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. We actually have a planning meeting on Friday, but yes, with 40 years.
Let me know. We could talk about doing a remote out there or something for the 40th.
Love it. We'd
We'd
love
love
it.
to have it,
Absolutely.
But I would love to see a lot more people calling Brady before January the 16th at 618-377-3239. That's 377-3239. Villa Rose Senior Living, providing you that senior lunch and learn tips for staying healthy and preventing falls. January the 23rd. That's a Thursday, 12 to 1 by Dr. Harms. Thank you guys so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show rolls around the corner with SSP next.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. Welcome back. 9:40. I don't know if I like that. I don't know. Like, there's just certain times that just don't sit right with me, you know? I don't know if you do that. Like, if you ever wake up, like for me, it's like if I wake up at like 4:45, no, I'm going back to bed. But if it's 4:15, I could roll over. Yeah. I'm kind of maybe just a weird guy. I don't know. Hey, Senior Services Plus has some great events coming down the pipeline. And all throughout January, some fun stuff happening. Yeah. How are we doing today?
Good.
Are we warm?
Yes. Thank goodness.
Is it warming up out there?
No.
It said 6 degrees earlier, and I thought 14 would feel like 50, but not yet.
No.
We're getting
unfortunately.
It's always warm inside SSP's personal training room, though.
I bet it is.
Is it?
I think so. It's comfortable. Yeah.
With that being said, fill me in. So what are we talking about first? Because you guys really do have a lot of good stuff coming down the pipeline.
Sure do. We do. We've got our wellness center at SSP. And right now we have anyone new to personal training and that signs up gets a 10% off discount during the month of January.
Oh, cool.
And we've got 2 ways to work out with a trainer. We have in-person, which is one-on-one training appointments, and they must have an initial consult with a personal trainer to get started. Or we have personalized workout plans where you work out with a trainer during a consultation, get a customized plan, includes a 15-minute follow-up after 2 weeks, and it also requires an initial consultation with a trainer. So you can either get that help you need and then go on your own, or you can have one-on-ones.
That's really cool. Mm-hmm. Well, and it's nice to know that there's a ton of different options, because every senior's obviously going to be different in what they're looking for, and for some, maybe nervous because that's the first time they're getting active again in a long time, too.
Yeah, and I mean, we're open to anyone who's 16 and older, but it is truly designed for older adults.
That's what I was getting, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I think's a really good point, though, is the fact that it is open to 16 and older, though, too, because for the families out there that have, the grandfathers there that maybe want to hang out with their grandson and do like a little bonding, too. That's kind of cool. Yeah. I could get behind that. Yeah. I'm down. Okay, let me quit throwing things out there and let's get back to business here. So this goes all throughout the month of January?
Correct, yes.
And what are those, I know it's probably going to be dependent on what the program is, but do you know what normally those services kind of run price-wise?
We do. So you do have to have a membership in order to do this. And some of the memberships are, you can either do cash payments. You go by monthly or yearly, but also there's a lot of insurances out there that will pay for the membership itself.
What is that Golden Sneakers program? Silver Sneakers, yeah.
There's a couple of other ones.
Now, do they pay for personal training on the Silver?
No, I don't believe so. But, you can call the Wellness Center, which is extension 109, and they'd be able to tell
the
anybody.
encyclopedia over there. Didn't even have to look down or blink. I
know that number.
Well, and take me through some of the testimonials you guys get from your training center, because this is one that you guys really have a good state-of-the-art facility. A lot of people talk about it. It's not one of those where it's like, oh, that's cool that it's there. I mean, it's really good stuff,
Yeah, I mean, we've got the walking track that is in there. It's not as big as, like, say, a track at, like, a stadium or something. But it's inside.
Perfect.
In this time of year, that's amazing. But we've also got classes that are included in the membership, but there's also some premium classes that are an additional fee. But we've got things like from chair exercise to circuit style classes. We have yoga. They have pickleball. All kinds of stuff.
You guys have pickleball over there too?
We do.
Yeah. Pickleball courts.
Really?
Yep, we have the pickleball court.
Man, I got to start exploring SSP more. I only go into the one room,
Right. Yeah.
That's incredible. Well, and that's one of those things, too, even just me talking about it, like just learning a couple of things about pickleball courts and stuff. For a lot of seniors and anybody that wants to play, you can't do it right now. Are your courts full, though?
I mean, I've heard that there's always people in there playing. I'm not sure if they've got, the regulars that come in all the time. I know they used to have, people in there, teaching as well. There were volunteers in there teaching people who were interested but didn't know how to play. But, yeah, it's a little community they have there. It's pretty
Do you
cool.
have to book court time?
They have open.
They do have the open.
Yeah, but you might should check if you, want to come and see if it's open. But.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they use that same room for classes and things like that, too. It's kind of a multi-purpose area.
Nice. Yeah. I like it. Well, also, what's really important, too, is always talking about to our senior citizens how they're doing mentally. Because, a lot of times we would always just think, maybe younger, well, it's just because they're older, they're just, tired or something like that we'd always come up with. But, when it comes to anxiety and depression, especially in senior citizens that maybe don't have anyone to talk with or any family, I mean, it's a big deal. And you guys are partnering up with OSF again to do these screenings coming up, correct?
Yes, we partner up with OSF St. Anthony's Psychological Services. We are offering 2 dates this year of the free and confidential anxiety and depression screenings. This one is going to take place on January 16th from 12 to 1. It's free. You can call us and make your appointment. You come in, you check in, they take you to a room where it's just you and the staff from the psychological services, and they help you out. I think it's like a 10-minute sit down with them, and they kind of give you a screening and then kind of point you in the right direction of the services that you would need.
That's really cool. It's just another really unique opportunity for folks that wouldn't probably have that, any other place. And also coming down the pipeline is that blood drive, too, with American Red Cross. And wanted to just kind of touch on it. They are really needing donations big time. They just put out a bunch of all calls because I guess counts are really down. So an opportunity to do that would be Monday the 27th, which actually makes I'm able to because my birthday's the 28th. And I know that probably the 29th would not be a good day to donate.
Good foresight.
So is that all day long? What time does that run?
That runs from 10 to 3 at SSP. You do not have to make an appointment. You can go onto the Red Cross's website and schedule your time, or they take walk-ins. So
really
just come on in, yeah.
Do they give you a gift card with this one, too?
I do not know what they're giving with it, but most of the time they are giving some sort of little, perk for coming in and donating. So.
That used to be my side hustle.
There you go. Whatever works.
I'm just kidding.
Sometimes they'll give Amazon gift cards. I know they've given T-shirts before. I think they've doubled up and given T-shirts and Amazon gift cards.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, I know that they're in great need
and
of
then,
it. So.
Too, if you donate, sorry for cutting you off, if you donate, they do a major giveaway right now where you could win tickets to the Super Bowl. It's part of their national package. So if you participate in all that, there's a way, we just had a press release run that you could go a little bit bit further and enter to win tickets to the Super Bowl this year.
Perfect. And it's a great New Year's resolution.
See what happens when I'm glad that we're talking about this today. This is really good. Okay, but honestly, I wanted to go back real quick to this training promotion just briefly. If somebody, let's say, has already had a personal trainer there, and maybe they stopped and are getting back into it, is this for new clients only?
This is for new clients
only. Okay, that's what I wanted to clarify. Okay, really cool.
And like I said, you do have to be a member to get the personal training. You can't just come in and sign up and get that. But they do the 55 plus monthly is like a $24 per month or $225 annually.
Is that it? Mm-hmm. That's really affordable. That's really a great deal.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell me it was like $60 or $70 a month. That's really what I was thinking.
No.
Wow.
And then under 55 monthly, it's $28 a month or $275 annually.
Man, you guys are.
And you get all of those classes too. The premium ones cost a little extra, but the other ones, yep.
That's awesome.
Free.
How about that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, and now this is a really good one, and this is one that you guys have. You guys have how many a year of this? The consumer fraud awareness, is this one a year or twice a year?
We have, so this is sponsored by AARP Illinois, and we do 4 presentations or panel style.
Okay, it's quarterly.
With them.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and this is really just a great one because especially now with frauds, like these whole things are getting to the point where I'm like going to start falling for them here soon.
Ones.
Like, especially whenever the snow came and all that, when like the post office was on strike or whatever the heck was going on, and they said, well, your parcel wasn't shipped, and I almost clicked on that darn gimmick.
You're not even expecting a package,
no.
but you think you are.
Yep. I'm like Ralph's dad in A Christmas Story. It could have been a bowling alley, I don't know. So, what are we going to be learning at this one on Friday the 31st?
So this is going to be a panel-style discussion with Marcia Griffin, who is the Community Outreach Liaison Office of the Illinois Attorney General, and Scott Versman, who is the Fraud and Corruption Section Chief for the United States Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Illinois.
Wow.
Quite a title. But yes, he knows his
Say
stuff.
that one
both
4
of them
times
do.
fast.
They're going to come in, give you, advice, what to avoid, what to watch out for. They've got all kinds of information, and things are always coming up. There's always something new that they're trying to, pull over on people. And so we like to try and keep this, at least once a year so you can kind of hear about the new scams that are going on. And there's never, enough. There's always something you can learn.
Well, 100%. And it's one of those, too, where it's like, why not go and just learn this stuff? I mean, what harm is it going to do to learn it is the question that I'm going to...
And it's absolutely free, and it's open to the public. So even if you aren't an older adult...
That's
and
what I'm
you've
saying.
got an older adult in your life, but you're trying to figure out, the information for yourself and how you can protect them, you're more than welcome to come. All you need to do is give us a call at 618-465-3298, extension 123. That's me. I get you signed up. It's a free lunch sponsored by AARP. The doors open at 11. We serve lunch at 11:45, and the presentation begins at noon.
Is it your guys' lunch?
It is our lunch.
You guys are in business then. How about that?
I believe we're having roast beef.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Well, and honestly, just for, even if they don't even have parents, like even if they do and maybe their parents are well-versed, there's a lot of people I know that are in their mid-40s and their parents themselves or younger parents, and they do not know anything about this. They don't know what a phishing email is or any of these, links or what to do with them or
what happens after you've been scammed. Who do you contact?
Right.
What can be done about it? Any of that kind of stuff.
Well, and honestly, it's just like going through and checking, just going over things like your email passwords and stuff, and going into the database and seeing how many times your password was stolen, because there's you can do that. So it's good to keep you up to date and informed, but also, when it comes to fraud, I'm sure you guys have been a part of this so much. Does it encapsulate more than what even like just the normal person would think of, like when it comes to like the phone scams and the gift card scam? Does it go a lot further than that?
They covered so much the last
Did they?
time.
That's what I was so fascinated about. Seriously.
They've done like contracting scams, construction,
everything.
work on your home.
Yeah.
See, that's what
trust.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, because the other stuff's kind of like a give me, really, where it's like, obviously about all that stuff, but when it comes to like, I would never even thought about that.
That was a big one they hit because so many people need work done, but they don't know who's trustworthy.
And there was a community page. I don't know if it might have been the East Alton one. It could have been the Wood River one, but there was a guy that was offering work, and he did not a good job.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of older people that were affected by it, and so it's things like that, like you said, protecting yourself that way. That's really good to know.
Yeah.
Man, good job, guys. Okay, now when do we need to RSVP by?
You can RSVP really up until probably the last minute. We have quite a few seats in there, so it's not,
Yeah.
But, I mean, space is limited. It's not like we've got,
thousands of
seats.
There's still a fire marshal.
Yes, we do have a fire code we have to abide by, but we have plenty of seats open. You just give me a call. We can get you signed up for it, and you're good to go.
There you go. Well, and honestly, at this time of the year, what's it kind of like at SSP right now, just in the middle of January? What's your guys' work schedule? I've always been curious. Is this like you're never not busy, but is this like your prep season because you're getting up for the gala? I know it's coming down the pipeline and all this big stuff. What's it kind of look like in the office?
I mean, we've got pretty much everything scheduled for 2025, and we just kind of, we did really good.
Oh, you tryhards. That is just making me jealous now. Don't you even say that to me.
We've got the bingo scheduled, so that just continues. That was canceled the other day because of the snow.
Right.
But we'll keep on going with bingos. We've got all of our events like this happening. We've got February, which we've got Speed Connections.
Oh, we're going to talk about that in a second. That is a great event.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll take a quick break. It's 9:54, 16 degrees. It's cold out there. We'll come back with more Daily Show and talk about Speed Connections right after this one on RiverBender.com.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
With you when you go to that land of gentle
Welcome back. 9:57, rolling up on top of the hour. Back in with the gang, the SSP crew. Speed Connections coming up, down the pipeline. Up, down the pipeline. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's been driving me crazy lately. It's like one of my tics. It's like, it can't go up, down the pipeline, but coming up the coming down the pipeline. Can you come up the pipeline?
I guess you could.
God, I'm having a lot of personal grievances on this show. Coming down the pipeline on February the 7th. That's a Friday. Speed Connections.
Yes.
Back again.
Our third one.
You made regional news last year, didn't you? Weren't you on Fox talking about that?
We were on Camo X.
I think so.
Yeah.
You were on TV. I thought I saw you.
I wasn't on TV.
Oh, maybe it was on Camo. Yeah. Hey, just saying.
Yeah.
Regional status.
Yeah.
This is a good event.
It's something that doesn't really happen around here.
No,
so.
it's fun. Honestly, you guys really hit on something. So if you guys don't know, this is where you have the opportunity to meet friends or your next romantic partner.
Yes. Romance or friendship. That's what we
Fromance. I love
like
it.
to highlight. No pressure for love. No pressure for anything if you don't want. It's just a safe space to meet anyone in the community, honestly. 55 and up, of course. Yeah.
Dang,
That's
okay.
important to preface.
With that being said, how does it work? Just so for the people that haven't gone and are kind of interested.
So it's like speed dating in that you do rotate from person to person in a timely fashion. We do have a timer that goes off. You go from person to person. You might not make it to everyone depending on how many people are there, but we have some lighthearted questions to kind of guide your conversation, but you can really talk about whatever you want. And I mean, we've had men and women. Usually it's more women than men, so men come on out. It's just as much for everyone.
That's something you never really hear that much. Is it? Guys are ready for you. Go out there.
We are. It's usually more women than men, but we hope to change that this third time around.
Well, how much time do they have with each?
Last time we did 2 to 3 minutes, and that felt like a good amount of time. Not too much where it gets awkward, but not too short that you don't get to know anything about the person. And then after the timed portion, we have like a mingle. You can talk to people if you haven't gotten a chance to. And then SSP is in control of the contact information.
That's what's really cool.
You don't have to feel uncomfortable like that some weirdo is gonna contact you. We keep
that guy that really heavy breathed next to me for 3 minutes.
yes, you never know. But yeah, I keep it, and if there's reciprocated interest, I pass it out. So if you don't have to feel like, oh, I don't want to put this person's name down, they'll never know.
Have you had any good matches?
I think so. We've had some people that would meet up in SSP to eat lunch together.
That's cool.
Or there was like some ladies that wanted to go hiking together. There was some men and women that met up to go on a dinner date. So, anything could happen. No pressure for anything crazy, but it was just fun.
Well, and honestly, it's just a good way to come up with just connection more than anything.
Totally.
Where, the fun, whatever aside of it, it's a great way to kind of just go. And for so many people that maybe were married for a long time and you lost your loved one, or you just never know what's going on, take a chance and just start meeting people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, with that being said, how many people do you take for this? Is there a set?
There's not really a max number. We haven't hit it thus far. We do have a good turnout at the ones we've had. But we take walk-ins. We have sign up on our website. We have sign up at our front desk. The more people, the merrier, because there's more people you can meet. But we don't have a max.
Have you had any really bad encounters yet? Like where you had to
Honestly,
referee?
No. Honestly,
See,
no.
that's where I would think would be fun to go over there going, okay, it's been 4 minutes. Well, no, it hasn't. I have my timer set,
No, everybody's been pretty good.
That's good.
Very chill, very safe.
See, that's really good for people to know too. Where it's not it's not full throttle. You can relax here. Yeah, that's
absolutely.
really cool. See, I always wanted to do a skit with the jealous speed dater, where every time the girl gets up or the guy gets up, the partner gets up and punches the next person in the mouth because they're talking to their.
Don't give him ideas.
But I wanted to write for SNL for so long, and they're never going to call. So I figured we could just do it here, not with the speed connections.
There you go.
There we go.
What not to
do? Yeah, please do not do this. Tickets are how much?
$10, and that covers covers just the experience, and then we do offer like some drinks and usually cookies.
Really cool. And drink-wise, coffee?
Coffee, tea, water.
That's cool.
Usually.
Yeah.
Awesome. Man, you guys got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline.
Sure do.
So let's go back just through the gauntlet of this, just so we can make sure we're all on the same page for the folks at home. All throughout the month of January, the Wellness Center's personal training promotion. Now, you do have to be a member of the facility, but as we already talked about, it's very affordable. So what are you doing? Get off the couch. Let's go. Keep moving. Cheaper than Netflix. And actually, it is.
These days.
It is. There's your next line. There is your next line.
And we've got TVs in there so you can work out and...
See, that's my type of working
There
out.
you go.
I like to work out and kind of relax at the same time.
Yeah.
You know. Also, with that being said, 10% off?
10% off on our personal training packages for the month of January for new members to personal training.
Now, how long does those packages last?
I believe they have like a certain amount
of
training.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so whatever you set up and schedule with them is however long it would last. Yeah.
Well, and then also, please let your loved ones know, too, that on Thursday, the 16th of January, the free and confidential anxiety and depression screenings with OSF's psychological services out at St. Anthony's, and then the blood drive with the American Red Cross on the 27th. You still have enough time to get into the national drawing to go to the Super Bowl. And people need blood, and that's a really big thing to do. People don't realize that. I mean, honestly, that's a type O right now. I think it's like O positive is what they're needing really bad right now.
Yeah, there's one that's like that, just donor to everybody.
Yeah.
But and it only takes a few minutes. You go in there, they check your blood to make sure you can do it. I'm not a needle person, but I go in. Sometimes you can't give blood, but you tried, and that's okay. But if you can go in. Give them. I mean, there's one lady who was timing herself, I think, every time she was going in, and she tried to beat her record every time.
What?
So,
wow.
Yeah. Make it a game if you have to.
There's always a way to motivate yourself. And then that consumer fraud awareness panel discussion, Perspectives from the Experts. This is sponsored by AARP Illinois, Friday the 31st. What time?
That is from 12 to 1 o'clock.
12 to 1, and lunch provided at this?
Lunch is provided.
Free event?
Free event.
God, you guys are good. And then coming up in February, right in time for Valentine's Day. This is your pre-Valentine's Day, because if you win at Speed Connections, then you get the Valentine's Day already figured out.
Right.
Kind of.
Yeah.
That's the second. I dropped my pen. That's the second date anyway. Would be Valentine's Day. How do we sign up? How much is it?
It's $10. You can sign up on our website, at our front desk, on-site SSP, or walk-ins we can take.
And you can find your next fromance or your next relationship right then and there. How about that? Hey, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Taking a quick break. More Daily Show comes down the pipeline next.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off dog walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Open up the window, sucker. Let me catch my breath. Mama told me not to come. Mama told me not to come.
Welcome back. 10:07. Let's dive right back into top of the hour news here. Here we go. Students at Edwardsville High School, well, they have rallied to support the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society as part of their 2025 Student Visionaries of the Year campaign. Junior Casey Stover leads the team moving mountains, inspired by her grandfather's battle with non-Hodgkin lymphoma. The campaign kicks off on the 17th of January and includes various fundraisers, starting with a pickleball tournament on January the 25th. With a dedicated team of 15 students, Casey aims to raise money for crucial blood cancer research, benefiting local St. Louis area initiatives. The community's participation is vital to achieving their mission of eradicating blood cancer. Purina Puppy and Kitten Chow is searching for its first ever Chief Snuggles officer, a puppy and a kitten who will earn a $25,000 salary as brand ambassadors. All right, time to get Nico groomed. The contest encourages pet owners to submit photos and reasons why their pets under 12 months old or up to 24 months for large breeds are perfect for the role. Responsibilities include promoting nutrition, play, and snuggles, with no prior experience required. Finalists will be voted on by the public, who will also choose a shelter to receive a $25,000 donation. Applications are open from January the 8th through the 24th, with winners announced in late March. Man, Nico could buy a lot of milk bones with that $25,000. That's all I'm saying. All right, hey, the James and Sherry Brown family recently hosted a successful sausage and pancake breakfast with Santa at the Knights of Columbus Hall in Edwardsville. It demonstrated their commitment to community service. The Browns previously provided Thanksgiving meals for 12 families in need, inspired by their blessing in business. James Brown expressed a desire to give back, inviting families facing hardships to enjoy a warm breakfast and take photos with Santa. The event featured story time with Mrs. Claus, craft making for kids, and a screening of The Polar Express, setting a commendable example for others to follow this holiday season. That was one of our difference maker stories. If you have a difference maker in your life or in the region, send it to news@RiverBender.com. All right, it ain't 6 degrees no more, but we can't. It ain't going to be 60, but we can take a look at weather. It's 17 degrees. It feels like 21 out there. Today, mostly sunny and chilly, and tonight, that cloudy with that little bit of snow toward dawn. That winter advisory has been issued until January the 10th at 6 p.m. Total snow accumulation, 2 to 4 inches of snow. Portions of south central, southwest Illinois. It will begin 6 p.m. this evening, and it will last until 6 p.m. tomorrow. The impacts are slippery road conditions. That hazardous conditions could be impactful to those Thursday evening and Friday morning commutes. So if you have to get up early, bright and early, and go into work, just be mindful, as that snow will have an impact. Air quality today is moderate, so if you're hurting like I am, you know why. Temperature will reach 30 degrees today. Drop down to 24 overnight on Friday. We're getting more snow. A high of 33, a low of 18. On Saturday and Sunday, highs in the mid to low 30s and low temperatures in the low 20s. And on Monday, a high of 24, a low of 7. That's a look at top of the hour news and a look at our weather around the Riverbend. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more right after a quick look at downtown Alton. More Daily Show comes your way next.
When you were gone, I turned to stone. Turn to stone. When you're coming home, I can't go on. Turn to stone. When you were gone, I turned to stone.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off dog walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
10:15, welcome back. David, Melody. It's warmer in the basement than outside. We found that out. How's life treating you guys? Good? So I just want to give a big shout out to John Hendrick, owner of RiverBender.com, who did not tell you guys until you got here or until you were on the way that I'm definitely an energy fiend addict.
Yep.
It's okay, John. You know, there's still lunch today that I get to talk to you about this with. It's okay. Okay, with that being said, you were on a couple years ago, man, right when we were getting things going. And since then, how's life been treating you?
Good. Just been growing.
Have you? How's Foamsy's going?
Good.
Really cool. I just keep seeing that everywhere.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. That's what we want.
And fill me in on this Lotus Energy. Was this something that you were working on when you were with me the last time?
No.
So okay.
It was a sporadic idea. I wanted to get. I've always wanted a big year-round drink shop, and I was like, well, what aligns with Tropical Sno that would work? And I'm like, Tropical Sno, you put different flavors and colors, and it looks cool and it's fun. and it's good, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what Lotus Energy is. It's the same thing. So we put a base energy drink in the cup, and then we mix flavors and colors, and we can make them look cool, and they're delicious.
Really
so
cool.
Customized energy drinks.
That's awesome.
So it aligns perfectly.
So how does it work? Is it your guys' base drink, or is it
No,
Lotus?
so Lotus Energy is a national brand.
Okay.
But you can get these cans here, all over the place. They're national
Gotcha.
brand, but in our store, everything's customized.
Gotcha.
So we actually make different stuff than what you can buy.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and now how much of a process was this really to get this up and running? Because I'm sure, it sounds like a great idea, and then you go, man, this is a lot. To me, it's pretty intensive,
Well, to get a store going, evolved around it, but separated is tricky.
Yeah.
That was probably the hardest part.
And then, Melody, fill me in. How did you come into the Lotus Energy game?
So I started in August at the Edwardsville location.
Okay.
And I started working 5, 6, 7 days a week, and all of a sudden I started making random drinks, and now I make every single holiday menu, random coffees,
That's
random. Cool. Oh, I don't even know. Random Lotus drinks, random. Like slushies, because we have slushies as well with the Lotus.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, and take me through the experience of what the different experiences from maybe just opening up the can that we're getting at the gas station compared to the experience that you guys provide.
So the cans, they're infused. So there's not much flavor in there. It's more of like all the natural, like the PP7 that they have.
Yeah.
And then they're infused with the flavor. With ours, we use syrup. We either use Torani or we use Tropical Sno syrup now, which is so much better.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
Good answer.
But we started using that. So you put the base in. We have white, skinny white, pink, skinny pink, blue, skinny blue, gold, skinny gold, and then purple and red.
Okay.
Or you can do water as well if you don't like the bubbly
carbonation.
Yeah.
But you put whatever flavors you want in there, so it's more of like flavorful than these cans, but these are still amazing. This one's probably my favorite.
Well, you're right. And I think it's cool because it provides a different experience that people maybe would like to try. Because I'm not a big smoothie if I'm around it and it's there, hey, cool, I'm in. But when it comes to something like this, I totally go and want to get something like that just to spruce it up and make it a different experience than just cracking open the old can of jet fuel and calling it a day.
Yeah. And we get real creative. She gets real creative. She creates all our menus and everything, and you can mix ice cream with it. You can make.
Oh, yeah.
Did that surprise you with all the stuff you could do with it?
Yeah, it actually does surprise me, especially with us mixing.
Yeah.
A lot of the different items, and it's just really crazy. If you really wanted a Tropical Sno energy drink, we can create that.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So.
Did you ever think that was possible?
No.
How do you create these things?
A lot of the times, like I said, I work 5, 6. I pick up shifts all the time, days a week. But a lot of the times it's my regulars that come in. I see them, they come in, they make random drinks. I have a girl, she comes in, she makes a different drink every single day. And I take that with me, and I'm like, oh, if that's good, what if we add, pineapple or coconut, or add something into it? Or what if we change the White Lotus to Pink Lotus? And then I try it. If it's good, I add it to the menu.
I like it. Well, and this is what I think. I just think it's so unique, though, that you're able to do all of this. Because with energy drinks, I didn't think that this would be kind of the... Oh, yeah. I just never, in my mind, would have thought customizable energy drinks. Now, when it comes to the caffeine level, does it change at all?
We can modify that as well. Now, there's a base level... which is, I think, 160.
Yeah, that's in the 12 ounce, and then also in these cans. Or the 24 ounce in these cans.
We also have, if you want a caffeinated beverage that has all the flavors, but maybe you're caffeine sensitive, we do have no caffeine.
See, now that's a good point, too.
Yeah, so we have options. We can do high caffeine, middle base, or no.
So I'm a junkie, and I'm like drinking 400, 600 milligrams of caffeine in those C4s every day because I go through 3 or 4 of them. Mm-hmm. So if I wanted to, I could say, hey, go ahead and jack this up a little bit. Yeah. See, that's even better for folks that like the Lotus flavor and all that, and they like what you guys do, but just want a little bit more of the pep in the stuff,
and
too.
We can definitely offer that.
That's great. We have a 32 ounce, and the 32 ounce has 240 milligrams of caffeine, all natural caffeine. But then we also have a pump where you can add an extra 80 milligrams of caffeine
per pump
as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, see, that would be fun to do is try the pump by itself one day and just see what happens.
It's actually unflavored.
Oh.
The pump is.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't taste like anything?
Mm-mm. You can add it to lemonade.
That's where it gets really dangerous.
Yeah, for sure. You can add it to your tea. We have teas right now.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Now, what's your favorite one to make? Is there one? Because I'm sure that there's some that you're like, oh, here we go. Because when I worked at Hit and Run for the couple of weeks, it was when they would come in and the kids would go, we want a... Okay.
Kind of need that.
Yeah. Dang. Well, we want a Hulk. And I'm like, okay, now I got to go and mix all these... it takes a while. But do you like that? Do you like the process of doing that?
I love the process.
You found someone good for this.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
Random drinks. Like, I want... tangerine and coconut and strawberry, and I'm like, does that go good together? And then you try it, and I'm like, oh, it really does. Okay.
That's great. Well, I think it's cool though that you're getting ideas too from the regulars that come in, and basically it's a really cool relationship you're building with them.
Yeah, I know people by name at this point. Like, they really come in on a daily basis.
One thing I didn't ask you yet: where is the physical address?
So we're at 2323 Plum Street.
Okay.
In Edwardsville. And it's right by Global Brew. And Chicken Salad Chick. We're right there in that little
really cool
spot.
Man, you're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Man, lunch is never a problem for you guys. Hey, you guys have a moment to stick around?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick break and pay a little bit of my bills here. 10:22 at 17 degrees in downtown Alton. We'll come back with more Daily Show right after this one.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not. I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Welcome back. 10:26 on this 9th day of January. Have you had someone come in and want a snow cone?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I think yesterday was probably one of our slower days, and I had a snow cone at, I think it was like 12:30.
Hey, it works, you know.
I get snow cones all the time.
Well, I'm sure that the snow cones at Tropical Sno are not the hot item right now, depending on the weather, but
no.
You got some good drinks?
It's our coffee and our hot coffee.
Okay.
Right now.
I didn't know you guys. See, I'm learning today.
Yeah.
Our iced coffee is so good. I actually just made a new coffee menu. We're dropping, I think it's 5 coffees. But another thing about Lotus as well is we have fruit fusions that mix in to the Lotus drinks. So it's basically real fruit to sweeten it up and have the taste rather than syrups.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the fruit fusions, they go into our coffee as well. We have a couple coffees now that have fruit fusion in them. So we have a cherry cheesecake one.
What's that? That's got to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. And then we have hot coffee as well. So right now I think our seller for coffee is our banana bread. That one's so good.
That is the hit, for sure. Everybody's come to our location. They're like, I want banana bread.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, here you go. And it's a very different experience.
Yeah.
Well, I just think it's so cool. I mean, because a coffee is one of those things, especially now that, you know, a lot of the major corporations have it. You see all these flavors, but you don't really see the ones that you guys have. That's cool.
You don't see, like, fruit in coffee.
No.
Yeah.
What's it taste like? That's what I think's very
So
fascinating.
banana bread tastes like banana bread. It's tropical snow banana flavoring with hazelnut, vanilla, and then caramel sauce.
Wow.
And then coffee, milk. It's amazing.
That is incredible. Okay, so is it really been has coffee been the big item right now?
Yeah.
Energy drinks doing pretty good too.
Oh yeah. Lotus and coffee right now is our.
That's our main thing right now. In
Yeah.
this season, it's Lotus, coffee.
What are the sizes that you guys run?
We do 16, 24, and 32.
Okay.
Well, and we also have s'mores as a hot item as well. So
wait, actual s'mores?
Yes.
Gourmet s'mores.
We have gourmet s'mores.
How does that work? What does it look like a regular? I'm curious.
So we do have the original s'more.
Okay.
Obviously, gotta have that.
Yeah.
Right? Gotta have the staple. But then we have a Cookie Monster, which is a whole nother direction. So it's Chips Ahoy cookies, marshmallow, Hershey's. So they're gourmet s'mores.
I am in.
Little different.
We have one with a Rice Krispie treat.
Why the heck are you guys down the road? You know how much money I'd be spending at your place every day? I mean, I'm serious. This is incredible. This is right up my alley. Well, and that's got to be cool, too, to be able to have fun while you're creating this stuff, because it's work. I mean, what you're doing is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. But it seems like when you're able to be a little bit more creative, it's really made it to where, I mean, you're growing like this.
Yeah, she enjoys making the drinks, and I just give her base materials, and she makes magic happen with them.
How much trial and error goes into this?
Oh, a lot. Sometimes it's a lot of social media as well. I look on Pinterest. I look on Lotus's website. They have recipes sometimes, and then I'm like, oh, let me tweak that a little bit, and then I'll try it, and I'm like, all right, down the drain. Like, those flavors do not mix well together. But then there's some that I'm like, okay, that's my new favorite. Like right now, my favorite, it was on our Christmas menu. It's called the Merry Mint. It's peppermint, watermelon, and cherry with pink lotus.
Wow, that sounds really cool.
So good.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, I don't know, the peppermint in that. I'm like, it's so good. Like, you have to try it.
Is there one that you were testing out to try, and then you just can't even have the base flavor anymore because of just the testing going so wrong? Because that would be my problem.
I haven't had that, but I've had one. It was on the winter menu. We didn't even put it on there, but it was like something golden mistletoe. It had toasted marshmallow and some fruity flavor, and I tried it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, sometimes it goes bad.
Yeah, that's what's fun about it, though.
So I haven't had any toasted marshmallow.
Yeah. We try to keep those off the menu.
Yeah.
Well, I see. That's what I just find fun about this, because you're really the best example of what is at the store, because you're living it. You know, you're working with these products every day and these recipes, and it's got to make it pretty easy. You know, Dave, especially when you have someone like Melody who's coming in and really just passionate about this too.
Yeah, I definitely like it, and I let her go whatever direction she wants.
Keep moving.
If you want to do it, just try it out.
It's
we'll
like
make
every
it work.
other day. Will you guys go get this milk for me? Will you guys go get this for me? And they're like, will you order this? And they're like, I guess.
We're on the way.
Sell.
Well, and now coming down the pipeline, too, we're talking about hot items. Coffee. Is coffee the same size as the energy drinks?
So all our coffees are 16 ounce.
Oh, all of them are.
All
okay.
Of them. Yep. Hot, cold, doesn't matter. We have blended, cold, and hot.
But it doesn't matter because you got the 80 milligram pumper. So
right.
it doesn't, I mean, that's not going to take up much real estate in that 16 ounce cup.
And you can add that. It's flavorless, so you won't taste it.
Want a little more coffee?
That's what I'm saying, Go ahead and just take it and run with it. And then your drink sizes are up to 32, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. And now you guys have obviously a whole year ahead of you. Is there anything fun coming down the pipeline this year?
So we are introducing a new item. I'm not going to spill the beans.
I was kind of prying during the commercial break, and then I found out Melody don't know yet. So I don't know if I'm going to get this today.
Yeah, we're not going to let go today. But follow our Facebook page for updates, and we're going to have a whole new franchised item at that location. So it's going to be big.
What goes into getting all of that done? I mean, you're not going into specifically who you're talking to, but when you're working with different products like energy drinks and your Foamsy still is out there, and then you got Tropical Sno, and what goes into really getting all of this honed in, because that's got to be tough.
So I like to bring new items to our spot, but it's hard to. Sometimes people don't want you to sell certain things with their brand.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard because I don't want to create brands. I want to bring brands that are already known and everybody likes. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to find the certain brands that will work with each other. I guess you can have that there.
Brand wars.
That's the hardest part.
That's interesting, though. You're right, though, because I wouldn't even begin to think about what hey, we don't want that next to us because we have a similar product. Whatever happens with it, that'd be somewhat stressful.
That is the hardest part.
And that's interesting too, because some people always think the brand's the idea. That's what we want. But it's there's so much that goes into that international and warehouse. I mean, it's a lot. I'm like you on this. I'm right there with you. Why not bring everybody to us and let's create a really cool experience for everyone?
Yeah, and like we have Bill's Lemonade, which is a franchise. Yeah. So we have fresh squeezed lemonades that we can modify and add flavors, and just like Lotus, we change it up. We have Lotus Energy, which is a national brand, and then we have Tropical Sno.
Yeah.
But we're going to add another one. So
That's
we're going to have to add another sign to our building. So
there you go. How's it? Does Edwardsville like the sign additions?
Well, they're a little hard. They're a little hard to work with on the signs.
I remember the drunken fish sign. That's why I was asking. That's great. Okay. With that being said, too, what's your typical audience look like in there?
It ranges from 5-year-olds to 80-year-olds.
Does it really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
We really do have something for everybody.
And even kids are getting Lotus, with no caffeine. They'll get the energy whips, which are blended, or they'll get a fruit fusion, which is, the Lotus and the fruit on top. Or I have people come in and they're like, my favorite Lotus place shut down a while ago. And I'm like, oh, well, what was it? And they tell me the name of it, and I look it up. If I can't find it, I'm like, all right, we'll start with here. Let me know what you want to add.
Yeah. That's really cool. And do you guys have any rewards for customer rewards?
We do. We have punch cards.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we have punch cards. They're actually Tropical Sno punch cards, based around Tropical Sno, but we let them go for any drink. So any drink is any punch, and then you can redeem it after 9 and get one free.
Yep.
Really cool. And then any specials coming down the pipeline or anything like that, Melody?
We have our Valentine's Day menu coming out. I think it's next week. I worked all day yesterday on those.
Really cool.
They're done. And then our new coffee menu will probably be dropping in a couple days.
Man, fantastic.
We're hoping that's going to be just as good as our last one.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm telling you, banana bread. So what are all the flavors you have currently? Let's talk about that.
We have over 100 flavors.
Oh, no, okay, never mind.
What
is the current new? What are the top 10? If you are top, let's do top 10.
For Lotus, Tropical Sno, coffee.
We'll do coffee first.
Coffee. Well, we just got butter pecan in. That
is brand new.
That one's so good. That one's my favorite. Banana bread, it's so popular. Also our German chocolate, which is chocolate, caramel, coconut.
That's like a whole dessert.
Yeah. That's what we try to give, desserts for everything.
It's incredible.
Our sweet and salty, which is white mocha and salted caramel. We have a s'mores coffee as well, and we still have our fall menu and our winter menu out right now as well. So we have, gingerbread, peppermint, pumpkin spice still out as well.
Dang, she's good. She's on it, man. She's on it. She is on it. Well, and I got to ask you one more time, just to follow up on these s'mores. So you can get original s'mores, just the typical way that we make them, or you can get the gourmet s'more.
And we have 9 different items on that s'more menu. So we got Andy's Mint, we have Reese's, we have Snickers, we've got
this is incredible.
We have peanut butter, Rice Krispie treats, like
we have lots of options.
Everything.
So.
This is great. So when are you opening up next door?
We've been expanding as fast as we can.
Man, you're up to a great... This is just fantastic. So 2025 looks like a pretty good year for you.
Yep.
And then just real quick, because I know you're busy, but Foamsies, you do too.
We do, yep. It's our summer setup. We offer mobile services for Tropical Snow, Foamsies.
That's what I wanted to talk about, just because people are already starting to plan their summer stuff, and might as well call you now and get you on the books early, because Foamsies, man, you guys did some fun stuff with that last year.
Yeah, we do a lot of church events and public events. We did a couple public events last year, and that's where we just go to, and anybody can reach out to us. We went to certain locations and fairs, and we just charged $10 a head for kids to play in the foam, and
like the food truck festivals.
Food truck festivals are big for Foamsies, yeah. So
and then we'll take the Tropical Snow truck as well and sell lemonade and snow cones.
Yep. So our mobile services are really doing well. They did really well last year. We built a new truck for last year.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
And it did really well. It helped us provide easier and faster service for everyone. So it was real nice.
It's incredible. You've been off to the races since I talked to you last time. What's the way for us to reach out to you if we want you for mobile?
So we have for Tropical Snow, mobile Tropical Snow on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
perfect.
That's the easiest. Foamsies, same thing. Foamsies on Facebook, or you can check out our website. Both mobile services are available on the website at foamsies.com.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
So,
Melody, what else have we got to talk about today?
I don't know. I'm really excited about these new menu items.
Can you give us a teaser, like a hint?
For the ones that he's talking about?
No. I would never do that to you. I would never do that to you.
It's eating me alive.
Yeah. What about like a teaser for the coffee menu? Is there like a hint?
There's a lot. There's 3 coffees with fruit in it. Like actual fruit flavorings in them.
And I think that's something I haven't seen anywhere.
Yeah.
This is incredible. I'm excited to come up and try this out, guys. Seriously, this is fun.
Yeah.
We'll link everything. What's is the Lotus stuff all over the Tropical?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tropical Snow Lotus Energy is our Facebook name
Gotcha.
now. So
Gotcha.
it's a split. It's like Twix left right. When you walk in the store,
because that's where my mind was going. I'm like, so is there another? Okay.
So when you walk in the store, the left side is Tropical Snow, the right side is Lotus Energy.
Do you guys have like wars? Like, you guys have any feuds where like one's on one side of the store and you're like, get out of that loser's line, come over? That'd be fun.
Well, I only have one line.
We only got one line.
Oh, okay.
So they gotta meet in the middle.
That'd be like super smart in the summer when we get slammed and have the line out the door. Have like, if you want Lotus, come to this line, and if you want Tropical Snow, come to this
and
side.
I'll only charge you 5%. No. Thank you so much for stopping by, you two. Best of luck as the months start to roll around the corner, but this is really cool. I'm going to stop up and see you.
All right, sounds good.
We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show on this cold Thursday morning. It's the 9th day of January at 10:40. We'll be back after this.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
All righty, get over here. 10:37, welcome back, Daily Show. All right, Abby. You aren't busy.
That's real funny.
I'm telling you what, I've never seen any young person work as hard. You are always moving and doing something.
I'm always working, but then sometimes it hits you, you know, when you get to doing so much. So
well, and that's what I was asking you. You know, I mean, because you've been you just the last year, you've been like literally nonstop doing like speaking stuff, and you're going and doing conferences, and then the shop keeps growing, the community keeps growing. You feeling good about this year?
Yeah, I think it'll be a really good year. I'm excited for what's to come and everything going on, and I just want to keep promoting it just to really give back to everyone and keep everyone moving, because at the end of the day, if you're not moving and keeping yourself healthy, then you're going to pay the price later. So
when it gets worse and worse, you know, because once you stop the routines and you stop, you know, exercising and trying to improve, all of a sudden it gets harder and harder to start again.
Yeah,
you know?
As you get older, it gets definitely harder, and that's when you're like, okay, I really need to do something. But then it's like so much work that you're like, a lot of people give up pretty easily. You know?
Yeah, well, and too, like it's just, you know, it's like you feel so down about yourself after a while, and it's like, why do I even need to start working out again?
Yeah.
What's the point? You know, I'm 50, I'm 60. Why do I need to do this? Or you name it.
Yeah, and I think one thing is like, if you don't know the difference of feeling good and like feeling like not okay, then you don't really understand unless you actually like experience what the difference is of feeling your best self and then also like feeling how you are now. So
that's always a good point. It's like, how do you know what your best self really is if you've never been
if you've never been, which a lot of people don't want to go there because it requires effort and work, and a lot of people will use their excuses, or they're tired or exhausted, or they have kids. There's a lot of things that come into life, but it's how you handle the situation, you know? So like whenever the snow came, you could have like said, well, I'm not going to come to work, or, you know, but that's your choice. That's a mental decision that you have to make for yourself. So.
Or you just try your best and you park in the middle of Bell Street and you say, don't tow my car. You know, I mean, well, and that's the thing, because people always, you know, want to, you see you get jealous, you know, because you're scrolling through and you might see the influencer model that has like the, you know, you're going, how the hell do they look like that? Well, it's because they still have to put effort in, you know, just because someone, you know, I always laugh because like they always go, oh, those WW guys are all steroided up. A lot of them are. You're not wrong. A lot of D-ball going on. But guess what? You still got to work out. You can't just shoot up and not do nothing.
Yeah, I think social media can be a good and a bad influence.
You're so right.
Because sometimes you do see those people and they can influence you to think, oh, I'll never get like like that, but sometimes they do motivate you. So it just really, sometimes people need to shut down social media really and just focus on yourself, because at the end of the day, it's you versus you know?
Well,
So-
you're right. And honestly, what better way to start off by doing a wellness event and kind of kicking it into gear? Well, and too, I mean, I'm just proud of you. I'm being dead serious with it. I'm not even patronizing you, because you can probably, you could definitely take me in a fight. I haven't worked out since Jesus was a carpenter, but I love this. I mean, from Just Right organizing to, meal prep services to my favorite part of this is when I saw the IV drip station.
Yeah,
because
I told him, I said, hook me up on Saturday after the event, because I need something to revitalize me,
I'm
please.
telling you right now, I almost offered you a free remote just so I can get the IV drip.
Yeah.
It's all
they
those
offer
things.
B12 shots too.
Yeah, it's perfect. No one realizes just things like that where, because, like my mom, I always used to get on her all the time, because she'd be like, you better take your B12 and all that stuff. I'm like, Mom, it doesn't help. It doesn't help, all this stuff. Well, yeah, because you're taking one little pill for 30. It takes a while to build that up.
Takes a bit consistency.
But if you have something like this to maybe, get your fluids right and get your levels just back to a little bit more, levelness, then you can get this done.
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
This is cool.
I wanted to make sure I got every portion of health and wellness and a holistic approach you could. So I was like, so Amber is going to be there. She's an injector, so she can do all the injection stuff.
Is that AC Aesthetics?
Yep. And then so she's going to be there, Just Right organizing, so she can help get your house all cleaned up and organized for the new year. Then Fitness for the Soul, they do medical massages, and they do different types of therapy and massages. Trio Boutique is a clothing and fitness store.
Yeah.
So they can get you looking great, and then Jessica Grace, Jessica, she does facial and skincare and all that. And then Busybody Meals, they're a new meal prep company service. They actually deliver meals to our gym, and they're going to have protein cookies and all different
Are they pretty
stuff.
good?
Oh, they're the best meal prep company I've ever had. They're in Belleville, but they deliver to my gym for free. So that's pretty
so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And then IV Drip's going to be there, which they do the injection or the shots. And then they do the IV where you can just get all the fluids.
You don't realize how dehydrated you are until you're hooked up to one of those.
It makes you really cold. They give you a blanket because you're shivering because so many fluids are going through your body.
Well, and too, what I did, my first IV drip was in Austin years ago, or a couple years ago, and it was right after this was CJ in Austin partying and all this stuff, and it was bad. I'm telling you what, the IV drip will always be the best thing to cure any type of dehydration or hangover.
Yeah, they have a hangover one too.
It works. The sucker works.
Yeah.
I haven't had it from them, but I'm sure theirs works just as well. How long did it take to organize all? Oh, wait, we haven't gone through all of them yet.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. Hold up. I have Permanent Jewelry. Andrea Abbott?
Yeah.
That's her business.
Oh, that's cool.
Permanent Jewelry. So she's going to be doing jewelry on the spot. So what that means is it's permanent. You can wear it whenever. She customizes it to your wrist so that it fits you right.
Oh, okay, because I'm not.
You're what does that mean? Put it in your skin or something.
That's what I did. I for the longest time, because I've seen, and Andrea's been on the show. I've just never asked her. I've always wondered, is that we get the piercings in here?
No,
or I don't know.
Yeah, you're I don't know. Yeah, no,
I'm just along for the ride.
She customizes it to your length, and it's permanently stays on. So
really cool.
And then the last one is the supplement supermarket. Josh. Yeah. So in the plaza, Monticello Plaza, he's coming too. So I think it'll be really cool. I'm really hoping that the snow on Friday doesn't affect us. They say 2 inches, and so it better stay like that because I don't want any more snow. I'm done with it. So
here.
Yeah.
I hear you. So 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on January the 11th is going to be the time. Prizes. What prizes?
So each vendor is going to be doing a giveaway. So some are going to be doing free meal prep giveaways. Some people are going to be doing drawings for different things. So we're going to be giving something away from us too. So I think it's a really good way to meet everybody and just see the gym and see all the health and wellness vendors that we have in the area to really help get your health and wellness journey started as soon as possible.
Well, and that's why not do it when you got everybody in the same room?
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest, I think, hurdle for so many people. people. It's like they get really motivated for a couple of minutes or a couple of days to find that, personal trainer, and then they stop because they thought that was just maybe the only thing they needed to do.
Exactly.
And,
you got to do a bunch of different things. And what's really cool is I know each and every one of these people here.
Yeah.
So it's like I can attest for myself. They're really good and they know what they're doing, and they're authentic, true, and honest, and good people. And so you really want to have a community that surrounds yourself with those people.
Well, and too, that's such a good point. And that's where I think a lot of this is going to start going, where it comes to boutiques and clothing stores and everything else that we'll have a Riverbender news alert here in about 2 seconds. But before we get to that, it just seems like this vetting thing is becoming more and more of a conversation. Where on Amazon, when you try to buy gifts for the kids.
Yeah.
How do you know if it's actually a good toy?
Yeah, you don't.
You don't.
You can look at the reviews, but there's so many, and you're like, who's actually being true and honest,
When you Google a supplement, like for me, it's always been mass gainer, because I thought if you just take this, I'll gain 20 pounds and I'll look 10 times better than what I do.
Yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't work that way because I've literally tried, and or I just got bad mass gainer. I don't know. Problem is, I wouldn't know because I don't know anything about it, and I just Google it, and that's what the paid-for advertisement says.
Yeah, and you go for it.
So that's why going to this, why not do it? Because you're, like you said, it's your vetting. I mean, heck, you've been doing this for years now.
Yeah,
you know what you're
7
doing.
years I've been a trainer.
That is so
since
wild.
I was 18 or 19.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And so, that's where the professionalism and where the real business comes into play, because no one's going to know that.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to go to school and truly study this stuff and physical sciences to know. And so just go here, because all these people are good people.
Exactly.
Hey, we do have an RB news alert for you, just to keep you guys updated on everything that's happening here local. Dan Brand and the news team has been hard at work as firefighters are tackling this in Granite City. The Granite City Fire Department, Chris Rhodes, has this story, responded this morning to a structure fire in the 2600th block of East 24th Street on January the 8th this morning. It's facing severe challenges of cold temperatures and heavy snowfalls from earlier this week. RiverBender.com was on the scene, and we'll take you there now. We'll take a quick break after it, and we'll come back with more Abby Thurman and Ab's workout plans, the open house wellness event. But right now, this is what Chris Rhodes was able to gather on the scene for us at RiverBender.com. More on this story at RiverBender.com/news.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off dog walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com. Hey, 1050, welcome back. If you're driving on Humbert Road today, just be mindful. It looks like, man, my screen is loving the candidate for Ward 2 alderperson. And we're back with Abby Thurman. There's been a lot of people sending me texts that there looks like there's reports of students that have had to maybe walk from Humbert Road to get to Alton High today. I don't know if that's completely verified yet, but I'm just getting a lot of reports of it. So if you're driving Humbert Road, or you have to at some point today, make sure to be a little bit more slow on those roads as kids are trying to get to their vehicles and get in and out. That's just what we're hearing on social media. Not confirmed, but just something to keep an eye out for to make sure we all stay safe. And now it's time to keep your body healthy and safe by going to the Open House Wellness event, January the 11th, 10 to 12. 620 Arms. Is it Arms Way? Arms Way. Look at that. Hey, I'm on fire today.
You got it. What You're appetizers? So we're going to be doing Busybody's going to be doing like protein cookies,
cool.
like muffins, like all like healthy, different, like grab and go sweetened treats. And we ordered enough for 65, 70 people. So we got plenty. If you need 2 or 3, you can grab and go. And they're going to be there to talk about like their meal prep services and stuff. So they're going to be doing like the appetizer type food there.
Is it going to be set up almost like a vendor fair almost, where they have booths?
Yeah.
Cool.
Each one's going to have a booth, and you're going to go around and just talk to whoever you want to talk to. And then each of them are going to have like a raffle that you can put in, and they'll draw you to see what prizes they offer. So it's a really cool event just to meet people and connect with people and see what they have to offer.
Are you doing your body scans that day?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to remember your Facebook event listing.
Yep, we're doing the body scans. I don't know. I think they're regular pricing. I don't quote me on that, but we are more willing. We're happy to offer that. So with the body scans. So, but I've been trying to promote each different vendor.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, I was really trying to promote each one and just really shine their light on who they are and what they offer. So, because I feel like that's very important.
This is great. And honestly, it's just, and two, really when people go, I think, and start working out, they get discouraged sometimes because they don't see the results. And it's not necessarily because they aren't working hard. It's just maybe they're doing the wrong things. Yeah. And not saying what you're doing is wrong, but just it's not right for your body. You know, your body needs something different. And this is where your body scans come in. Because if I'm all of a sudden, like I'm telling you, I'm taking all this mass gainer and all this, and you're scanning my body going, what? Well, you're stupid. This was never going to work anyway. And here's why, or here's what you need to do to, strengthen your glutes, your ab, whatever the heck you do with it. It's good to know, like, instead of guessing, because a lot of times for years this workout game was just a guess.
No, I feel like it helps you give an overall overview of exactly where your muscle is, where your body fat is, so then you actually know where to work on and what to work on instead of just seeing the number on the scale, So I think that's a good point.
But does it say anything if they don't detect anything? Does it laugh? Is there a laughing thing where it's like no muscle detected?
No, that'd be horrible. That'd be
that's
mean.
What it'd do for me.
No.
They're gonna go, is someone standing on me?
No negative talk. No negative talk. We ain't doing that.
I love it. Well, see, that's why I think it's so good when people stop into your place, because just seeing your Facebook posts, I mean, everyone there is comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's such a tough thing to really kind of accomplish as a workout place.
I mean, I completely understand. Really, what helps you grow and be consistent is by being surrounded by a community. But some people get discouraged, or they don't feel like they're ready, or they are embarrassed of where they're at, so they don't want to come in front and they don't want to do anything. But really, if you just say, hey, I need help, and that's okay, because we all have our struggles and we all have flaws, and we're not perfect, and that's okay. Just ask for help and be surrounded by like-minded people, because that really does encourage you and keep you motivated.
You're 100% right. Well, and too, it's like you're hit it right on the head. When I go to the gym, I go when there's nobody there. No one needs to see this body in a t-shirt. Okay, I'm doing everyone a favor. Okay, and you see these guys though that, I mean, I'm not trying to call them a juice head, but there ain't no way naturally you got to be that big.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And here they are slamming weights down everywhere. It's like, I don't want to be near that. Look, what are they going to do to me? You know, it is intimidating.
It can be intimidating.
I'll be honest with you.
And I feel like that's why a lot of people don't start or want to start, because it's like they look at that and they're like, I can't do that. Like they already have that negative feedback in their head, when you really just, you got to start, and you got to just be like, hey, I know it's going to be a struggle, but you just got to do it, because we all go through those times in our lives where there's good and bad, and sometimes you just got to start, you know?
Well, you're right. I mean, it's like, because that happened to me. I'm like sitting there, this guy's benching like 250, and here I am with my little teddy bears like SpongeBob, like, you know, sweating it out. But this is why you need a plan, though, too.
Yeah.
And you have a plan by having good resources and making sure that you have a good team. And you can learn all about this team by being a part of the open house wellness event.
Yeah.
And your team's established as you're heading into this.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're already been doing this for 40 years, still go, and you can find out something new.
Yeah, exactly. And a couple more things real quick is we're actually doing a January New Year Better You Habit Challenge too, starting January 20th.
Good, I got some time.
Okay, good. And so this is going to be able to help you like online to be able to do workouts at home or at the gym and be able to get you started into the challenge. So that will be a really cool way to help people too, is with our challenge that we have coming up too.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for that. And then another thing is I'm going to be speaking at the Riverbend Growth Association meeting today at 12 p.m. today. We're going to be talking about health and wellness at 1800 Delmar in Godfrey. So if you're a part of the Riverbend Growth Association, you better be there, because we're going to get you all ready for the new year. So
there you go. Do you have any good lines when you start?
Lines like
do you have any good attendance? Like, just when I always go, I always try to find like some funny thing to do. Like when I was at Alton High, I told you that, and I had to go through the TSA line.
Yeah.
And I had a stink bug on me, and I kept thinking like, it smelled so foul. Okay. And so I'm like, well, and then I like, I saw it and I flicked it into the crowd.
Oh my gosh.
So that's kind of like my, that's kind of like my go-to is I break the ice down. Let's get us all uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But you're more professional than I am.
Well, no.
I mean, you are.
No, I honestly, it's whatever mood I'm in. I just go with it. You know, I just, I think that's just your personality. You're just kind of like, hey, I got to break this ice, you know, but I'm just kind of go with the flow, you know. Whatever comes to mind, and sometimes I'm like, oh no, why'd I say that, you know? So that's
that's me every couple of minutes.
Hey, but you're still here and you're doing amazing. So
well, that's because of guests like you, Abby. How do we find out more information on all of the vendors and all of the details?
So you can go to absworkoutplans.com to find out more about our challenge, and then if you want to find more about our vendors and our open house wellness event, you'll find us at Abs Workout Plans on Facebook, and we have our event there with our location, time, and all that. So we are very excited for that, and we're not going to let the snow stop us. So that's not happening. No excuses.
Your workouts.
Yeah,
people.
I'll come pick you up personally in my car.
That's right. You gotta live by what you preach, Abby. Mm-hmm. We're doing this. Rain, sleet, snow, and hail. The wellness open house event will prevail. How about that?
That's pretty good.
Right.
That was pretty good.
And I'm not even a rapper.
You're
like
going with
Dr.
it.
Seuss ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, he should hire you for sure.
Well, I think he's dead.
Well, you're replacing him now.
There we go. Hey, just real quick before I
poor Dr. Seuss, R.I.P.
Before I let you go, just one last note for all of you. Again, if you're traveling Humbert Road today, just be mindful of those reports that students could be walking, utilizing Humbert Road walking to get to school, just due to some sidewalk issues and stuff. So just be mindful. It's just like I said, to make sure everyone's safe. So go see Abby on this Saturday. 10 to noon.
Yeah.
Get an IV drip. They won't have the hangover medicine there, I don't think, but you can at least get the full kit and caboodle.
Yeah. Well, I think they will have IV hydration. I think they will have it there.
Well, then go out and party.
So, I mean, you could go Friday
test
night.
Test it out. See how well it works.
Yeah, be an advocate for it, right?
All right, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Until then, just have a great day. Stay safe, stay warm. Leave your faucets dripped just for a couple more hours. It's going to be -3 tonight, so, there's that. But hey, it's going to warm up soon. So on that note, just try your best to stay out of jail.